Hey people, welcome to Top Cat's Layer or Lair, whatever. Little tidbit, I just played Wolf Among Us episode 4, and it was awesome. I'm really loving the series. I can't wait for the final episode to come out. But I found something that's interesting, because there are many different choices, and choices have kind of domino effects. You might not come across this. In Wolf Among Us, at the pawn shop, you look inside a coat, someone's coat, and you can take their money, take the money out of the coat, which is perfectly justifiable. They ain't gonna use it. And then you can use, later on, you speak to Toad, who constantly keeps ducking out of getting into glamour. And you can either say you're going to the farm, which is where unglamoured fables go, because they don't look like humans, and like animals walking around talking in a human world is kind of weird, and would reveal fables to the world. So either they go to the farm or they don't. I sent Colin to the farm, the pig, which felt bad, but I'm like, look, he's got cloven feet. You know, I've read the comics. I know that the farm exists, and unfortunately, Colin, if he ever fell out of glamour, he couldn't function as an animal fable to earn money to get the money to buy the glamour, whereas Toad can. Toad can earn the money to get the glamour. So, kind of felt like a dick, but I used that money from the coat that I got from the pawn shop and gave it to Toad. And you have to do something specific to get that dialogue option. You have to not talk. You have to not respond to his first thing when you see him in episode 4. He says, "Oh, Bigby, you've gotten... I've got a substantial bill against you." And you could either respond to that and kind of promise to him. I played it a second time. You can either promise to him that you'll get the money for him, or say you're going to the farm. But if you don't talk, he goes on. He goes, smashing my car, smashing up my house, and all this. I've got a tally if you want to see it. I've got a bill, And if you let him keep talking, it realizes, oh yeah, I have kind of messed up a lot of his stuff. So, and that gives you a dialogue option to give him the money from the coat, which I did, which I feel is kind of cool, because you're not like promising at a later date that you're going to give him money. You're like, here you go, you can buy the glamour, and if I see you without a glamour, guess what? Straight to the farm. I think that's fair. I think it's fair that money was not going to be used by anybody else anyway. So, yeah, big cliffhanger. I ended the cliff, like the thing with just lighting up a cigarette. I don't smoke, but it felt so film noir to end on that note that the main character doesn't even say anything. It's just Big B just lights up a cigarette in response to who he meets at the end, which I won't spoil. This is a great point to jump into A Wolf Among Us, because you've got the entirety, like, pretty much 4/5 of the game is out. So buy it now, and then you only have to wait for the 5th one, and it's good because it's like a cliffhanger. What's gonna happen, right? How is it all gonna conclude? And yeah, it's like a role-playing game. It's more of a role-playing game than anything else I've played. It's an interactive movie, role-playing game, adventure game, quick time event game. Yeah, it's mostly an interactive movie. And it just, it's a great game. I highly recommend it. Yeah, so check it out. The new episode's out, so And then episode 5! And who knows when Walking Dead Season 2 next episode is coming out. But oh my god, did you see the cliffhanger? Like, only if you choose, like, one of the options of the Walking Dead Season 2, with the blood-curdling scream cliffhanger. People who've played it know what I'm talking about it. And it's just, like, the best, like, the look of shock on the face. Just, So, looking forward. That'll probably come out before the final episode of Wolf Among Us. But, it'll be good to have it all complete and everything. And it'd be cool if they do a second one. Like a Season 2, Wolf Among Us Season 2. But, I mean, they've got the Borderlands one that they're doing. And they're doing Game of Thrones. Oh my god. Game of Thrones is going to be awesome. It's going to be like the best marriage of the two ideas, because Game of Thrones isn't about hitting people with swords. Game of Thrones is like backstabbing and backroom deals and the Spider and Littlefinger and just making friends and making enemies and choosing who you're going to side with and power plays and dragons and freaking story and character. And that's what Telltale's so good at, so... Oh my god! Can't wait. Anyway, catch you later on the Top Cats. Later! Or whatever.